So we're in the utility room where most of the boilers are located. Can you just explain about the clock mechanism?
Yeah, it's just a manual clock itself. You've got 3 settings. This is a constant setting. This is just for your central heating.
Yeah.
You've got a constant setting at the bottom.
Yeah.
In the middle you've got a time setting, and at the top it's off. So obviously if you've got it at the bottom, your central heating will just be on constantly.
Right.
And you'll just control that by your thermostats and
Right.
your stuff.
Yeah.
If you've got it on the time button, you actually set your clock where that arrow is to actually what time it is. It's a 24-hour clock.
Right.
If you actually want your heating on the time itself, these pins here push out. So whatever time you actually want it to come on, this clock ticks round, and it'll actually come on whenever you've actually got the pins out. It'll go off when the pins are actually pushed back in. So if you just want it on for an hour.
Right, so the pins pushed out means that it'll come on during that time.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And then the actual that just moves across if you want it on.
Yeah, that's constant. It's in a constant position now.
Yeah.
In the middle, it's timed.
So that's the timer based
See
on
the clock that just points down to the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the top, the zero is just off
automatically. So most people probably have it on the middle one for the clock.
Yeah.
Or constantly if they're in all day. Or
that's correct.
Okay. There is a number of other dials, but for our benefit, we're not really too concerned because they'll be set at a certain temperature. But on the far left, there is one called preheat. Can you just explain that to us?
Yeah, this is just basically for your hot water. All it is, there's an actual domestic hot water heat exchanger inside the boiler itself.
Right.
But even if you're out all day and you're actually not using any hot water, your boiler will still kick in.
Yeah.
It's about every hour and a half, and it'll just reheat the water so that when you actually turn the hot tap on, it gets to the hot tap quicker.
Right.
But basically, if you're not in all day, it's just going to waste energy.
So if you're out at work all day, then it's not worth having it on. But
No.
in the evening, it's nice to have it, and it'll just and more efficient.
It's on demand quicker.
Yeah,
basically.
and it's more efficient to have and saves energy. Okay. So they're the only controls, as I say. It would be the preheat with regards to hot water, and the main one being the timer with the pins pushed out for the timers that are on itself. Great.
Just going to this one here.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just your mode button. You've got one with your boiler off.
Yeah.
You've got one with just your hot water only.
Right.
And this one here is your heating and your hot water.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you don't want your heating on in the summer, it's like a winter and a summer setting.
Okay. Yeah.
So if it's in the summer, you just have it on your hot water only.
Yeah.
If it's in the winter, you'd have it on your hot water and your heating.
Right.
And then you do your controls from your clock,
Yeah.
from your room stats and your other stats.
That's great. Thanks very much.